Hey look mom, I'm orange. I'm already pale, so you could probably see through me right now. Hello, and today I just want to talk about, it's kind of like an unboxing, it's kind of like a look at what I just got type scenario, which is a product that I'm using and it's staring right at me right now, which is this Lume Cube ring light, and it's the big one. I think it's 18 inches. I just unboxed it. It came in a box, it came in a bag, everything was nice and neat in there, and it's like this big. I'll show you an image of it, it's going to be right here, but I'm using it right now. So I just kind of did some videos back to back just to test this thing out. And the thing I like about it the most, the reason I wanted it, because I have ring lights, cheap ring lights, but the reason I wanted to get it was because it is wireless. You don't have to plug it in, it has a battery, comes with a remote, and when I turn it on, there we go. I was kind of impressed that it had a little screen at the top of it. Let's have a play around with it since we're here. I think it's set to, it tells me right here on the remote, 5600 Kelvin. So basically as bright as you want to get. I've got my ISO on my camera to 100. I can't remember what percentage I had it down to, so hopefully that's about right. But our different color temperatures. Hey look mom, I'm orange. Yeah, don't know about that. It's what it might look like if I was able to get a 10. Let's go to as bright as it goes, 7500, nice. And I'm already pale, so you can probably see through me right now. And I think I had it at, I think it was 5200. Looks about right. Okay, so it comes with this. It doesn't need a battery. It comes with a 1/4 thread on the top, so I can put my camera on it if I want. Now, I've got it set to the side because I want the shadows, you know, on this side of my face. But obviously I haven't reviewed the footage yet. I've just done a bunch of back-to-back videos. Changed my shirt a couple of times, so it looks like it's different days. Obviously, what can I say at this point? It's bright. I like the stand that it comes on. I actually kept that downstairs. But it basically comes in a nice little bag. All the stuff I'll put up here. And I'm just pretty impressed. My wife wasn't too sure about it. I think it's going to serve us very well. The main thing, the reason I wanted it is because I have an Apature light. I think it's the 60D. I also have a big lantern thing on it. You can tell I know all these professional names, right? And the word's gonna come to me in a second. But the big lantern thing, the diffuser, but you know what I'm talking about. But to set that up right here is kind of a pain every single time. And then also to set it up downstairs if I'm doing stuff with my wife and her cake business, Bougie Cakes, shout out. Or if I'm taking it for interviews and potentially podcasts and stuff like that. It's a big thing I have to lug around. It comes in a carry case, whereas this thing, I can just literally take the head off, take it wherever I need to, put it on a stand, multiple different stands if I need to, and not have to worry about the big, and the lighting looks fantastic on the big lantern. I'm just gonna keep calling it a lantern. So it is a lantern. I wasn't too far from it, but it's a lantern softbox, and it's actually the GVM lantern softbox. So it's a big, big globy lantern looking thing, but it's just big. Now for the professional stuff that I'm doing, yes, 100% I'm taking that. That's my key light. That's what I'm going to be using. And it got to a point where I wanted to do a quick video and I used my old cheap ring light just to light this scenario right here. And I felt like it didn't light up the back, which looked good. I let all the lights behind me do their thing. And then I was kind of lit to a decent amount. So I'm like, okay, there's some value to having just a ring light as opposed to the big setup with the Apature light and the softbox on it. And then I was doing some other stuff with my wife. I'm like, okay, I have to set up this big softbox on a table with this big heavy light on a stand, and the stand's almost tipping over because I'm basically buying a new C stand for that setup because the one that I have for it just isn't strong enough to hold it. I just see the value in portability and the fact that I'm not plugging it in as well. So there's the two things there, and then obviously the controls you have with this thing with the actual control, but the light technology where you can dial it in. And so far, I'm not seeing any crazy shadows on my face. It's looking, I think, as good, and I'm going to probably compare it to when I did have the softbox set up right in front of me right here. I'll compare it there, but at this point, I think, it's looking pretty good, and I'm liking the way it's looking. So then I can just take it up, take it downstairs, do stuff with my wife, put it in the bag, take it somewhere else if I need to. It's cool. So the Lume Cube 18-inch ring light. got some good technology in it. It's not just, you know, a ring light. And I saw this one on, you know, I kept getting a lot of adverts on it. I'm like, that's an expensive ring light, you know, for content creators and for makeup artists. And I'm kind of rolling my eyes like but then I got to the point where I'm like, that could actually serve a very good purpose in our life. And, you know, I might look back at this and I might think I'm too bright right now, and I might have to tweak it a little bit to make my skin look less white than it actually is. Actually, it's kind of blinding before. I think that's kind of might be nice. My wife maybe took a little bit more convincing that it was something we needed for that price, but I think you get a lot for it. And if you have a need, it comes with a lot, it does a lot, and I'm excited to use it more and really just not be tied down by cables, because the ones we have, you got to have a USB into either a USB outlet or a adapter. And I was just sick of messing with wires, and I was doing some product stuff for my wife and had a ring light attached to my camera and also attached overhead, but the cable was basically like an umbilical cord connected to my camera as I was doing some like cool shots with my wife's cakes. And I'm like, I just need to snip these cables, man. They're driving me nuts, and they almost ruined a few shots. So that's kind of what drove me into looking into a wireless ring light, and they're very versatile. And I'm at this point looking again at my monitor. You know, it gives me some options at least, and it's simple to set up as opposed to my big key light that I've got. So hope that helps, and everything will be in the description below for Amazon for this product, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.